up, everybody? Welcome to the Hoppin With Hago show. I'm your host, Mahogany Jenkins, and for today's segment, we're going to be speaking about my experience going skydiving. Let's get straight into this. So first, welcome. Oh, stop it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode with me. This very first Hoppin With Hago episode. And I thought this would be so intriguing to people because this was a beautiful experience for me. So I just want to give y'all the A to Z, the beginning to the end about my whole skydiving experience. So I just want to jump straight into this. Okay, so I've been wanting to skydive since I was 14. And to actually be able to do this experience, shout out to Skydiving Sussex. Hold up, round of applause for Skydiving Sussex, because Skydiving Sussex, y'all made sure this was a memorable, crazy, fun, beautiful experience for me. And I cannot thank you guys enough. It was such a beautiful experience and a crazy experience and a hilarious experience too once we get to the end. You guys are going to be like, what? So my first time skydiving, okay, so I made my appointment June 4th, and it was set. I knew I was doing it. I wasn't backing out. And as I made my appointment, we had to sign a petition. So this petition, honestly, was the scariest part of the experience. The scariest part, because it's reminding you, hey, you can die from this. We are not reliable. We are not responsible. We are not accountable if you lose your life. Okay. So honestly, even as I was signing the petition, I was purposely going through it fast because I did not want to see those words, because I didn't want to get like scared and be like, you know what, maybe another time. So I just got through it. I understood the experience. I understood what I had to do, and I watched the videos and everything, but I knew, I said, nothing is getting in the way of me jumping out this plane. So I was supposed to go with my uncle, but I ended up going by myself. So it was in Skydiving Sussex from my town. It was about an hour. So I'm driving there. You know, I'm just thinking like, yo, you really about to jump out of a freaking plane? Like, you're crazy. But guys, I've done a lot of crazy stuff in my day. I went parasailing. I jumped in the middle of an ocean. I went zip line. I can't even think of all the crazy stuff I did. I do a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, so this skydiving experience was like the next level from those crazy things. Nothing was getting in the way of this. So I get there, park my car, and I got there a little early. So I just started looking at people coming down. I see the planes, I see the area, and I'm just observing everything. So then I'm like, okay, let me start walking over to get myself ready. So I'd go into the check-in area. As soon as I walk into this check-in area, like, it's just, everybody is so chill. You know, everybody's just cool, calm, and collected. I'm not seeing really nobody like antsy and crazy. And when you ask people, I'm telling you, these people, these instructors, they treat skydiving like it's walking. Like, they treat it like it's walking, like it's normal, because they do this every second of the day. So it's a piece of cake to them. So that was making me more calm. Like, that was calming me down. You know, I wasn't seeing nobody on it's like, oh my god. You know, it was none of that. I wasn't seeing nobody lose their minds. You know, not to say that never happens in those places, but I'm just giving you guys a feel of how the setting was. So I check in, I buy my video package, and they tell me to go sit down and wait for the instructor to call me, right? He calls you with a group, and you go with, you know, then you go into the tandem gear up area, right? So I'm sitting down and I'm chilling. What surprised me the most, people, I said chilling. I was so calm throughout this experience. That's how I know this is the type of stuff, adrenaline junkie, daredevil type of stuff I like doing, because I was, mind you, I went by myself. And then on top of that, I'm just so calm. And prior to that, I was supposed to go with my uncle. And once my mom found out that my uncle wasn't going anymore, she was like, you going by yourself? Like, you know, she was so scared about me going by myself. Like, Mahogany, I don't think you should go by yourself. But like I said, nothing was getting in the way of this experience. So they call my name. And I go up to the place and I gear up. And even in that experience, I'm walking over, I'm seeing everybody's gearing up and everybody's just chilling. Everybody's talking about how fun it was and everything. So I meet my instructor, who's very cool, and I meet my video editor guy, my video recorder dude, and they're both amazing. And what they start doing is they start scaring me. Like, they try to scare me like, oh my God, I don't think we're gonna make it. And I'm like, yo, thank God I wasn't the type of person who would have backed out, because I'm like, they were really trying to scare me. Like, oh, I don't think we're going to make it. Oh my God, this is my first time skydiving. I've never done this before. Like, they were trying to deliberately scare me, but I find that type of stuff funny. So, my instructor, he's cool. They laced me up. I geared up. I got my little equipment on, and I'm ready to go. And I see my name on a little screen. And so we start walking over to the plane. We get on the plane. I'm still hyped up. I'm ready. And we go up. We go up. Nicki Minaj, we go up. And as we're going up on this plane, I'm looking out and I'm thinking to myself, you really about to do this. And I'm in the front, so I'm going to be one of the first couple people. And we start just going up. Now, let me tell y'all the altitude, two things. Now, it could be 90 degrees on the bottom of the earth. Like, where we're standing and walking at. It could be 90 degrees there. I said the bottom of the earth. It could be 90 degrees there, right? When you go up, it go to like 60. So it literally felt like a fall night, as we went up. I was like, dang, it's like cold. But honestly, that coldness was kind of helping, a little bit. And I looked out. I remember I looked out on the plane and I seen how high up we were. And I got calm. I'm like, heights make me calm, serene. Like, even when I hiked, I hike a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've hiked before. And I remember even when I go on these hikes, how calm I am. Like, heights are meant for me. All I know is up. That's what I say all the time. All I know is up. So I'm like getting so calm. And then now they open that door. And that's how you know it's real. Like, it's happening. I'm about to jump out of a moving plane. When they open that door, that wind is coming in, that breeze coming in, and the instructor asked me again, do you still want to do it? And I'm like, yes, I still want to do this. Nothing is changing my mind. I'm going to do this. So the first person went. I didn't really get to see them. The person right in front of me went, and I seen how they dropped. And right when they dropped, I was next. It was so fast. Like, you don't even got time to get nervous. The instructor just went so fast. Like, I didn't even have time. He tightened me up, and he said, when I do this, go like this. When I go like this, go like that. When I do this, turn left, turn right, up, down. That's how it was. It was so fast. I ain't even had time to blink. Before I knew it, I was out the plane. And when you jump out that plane, once you out, you're good. That's how I look at it. You faced your fear, you did it. Now, if you're the type of person who's scared of heights, I wouldn't recommend doing skydiving as the first thing. But if you want to, hey, knock yourself out. But I do think you should kind of go in little, take it slow, one step at a time, baby steps before you do the real thing. So, yeah, I did it. And when we first dropped, that drop, like, it was similar to a roller coaster, but nothing compares to that, them first couple 15 seconds. That drop was like, whew, and I'm like, woo! Woo! I'm screaming, like, oh my God, like, whoa, like, that drop, there's no drop that can compare to that drop. There's no drop. Like, I don't think there's a drop that could compare to that drop. Okay? So that wind is hitting me. And I'm just like, whoa. And it was smacking me. My ears was popping. I'm like, oh shoot. So then he put the little parasol and we start twirling around. And then next thing you know, he locks it up to where we're sitting up. And then I'm looking over and I'm seeing the world and I'm just feeling so at peace, right? Like, this is amazing. But then check this out. I didn't eat before I skydived. Well, I had a little tangerine, but that's similar to not eating at all. So I started to feel dizzy and woozy. So I was like, uh-oh. And when I'm about to throw up, I know I'm about to throw up. I just know. Mouth get all watery, like you can feel it, like, oh shoot. So I was praying I did not throw up while we were up in the air. So we started swaying, and I think what really messed it up, if you would go to amusement parks and you the type of person who can't get on spinny rides, make sure when you go skydiving, first of all, you're supposed to eat something, like eat a cart, like, bread, like maybe some toast with a fruit, like something. Don't eat a whole like bacon, eggs, sausage, 15 pancake. Like, don't eat too heavy, but don't eat too light either, like a good in between. And tell the instructor, because this is what I wish I would have known, tell them not to spin around, because he spinned around, and that was similar to me getting on them rides, them little them spinny swing sets at carnivals. I can't get on stuff like that. Even baby rides, I cannot get on anything that spins. I will get a headache, and it will ruin the rest of my trip. The rest of my time. I'm serious. I would get on anything as long as it don't spin. So we go down, and I'm like, oh shoot. But I'm not saying nothing. I didn't want to scare the instructor. I'm just like, let me just bring this out. So we land, and they interview me, and everything's lit, but I'm nauseous as I don't know what. Like, I'm so nauseous. Like, I'm like, oh my God. So I throw up. And this is how I knew I didn't eat nothing, because I was throwing up nothing. Like, I was just throwing up, and I had to drive myself home, bro. I'm throwing up. So I'm like, oh my God. So I get my video package, and I remember I just kept throwing up. I was trying to drive home. I felt terrible. And I'm against Advil, but I had to take an Advil that day because I had to get my butt home. And once I got home, I ate. I had me some food. And then I started to feel so high. I felt that feeling, like, if you're a runner or if you work out and that runner's high you get, that's what it feel like, but times 10. I felt high. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. I was eating. I felt so good, so high, so amazing, so unstoppable, like a beast. And we got our certificate too, which is so beautiful. You get your tandem skydiving certificate that you completed the United States Parachute Association. That joke was hilarious. But I got my certificate. I graduated, got my skydiving not license, but little certificate letter, and it was so bomb. Skydiving assessments, who does it better than you guys? Absolutely nobody. And this is not a marketing video at all. This is not sponsored. This is just genuine feelings. So I'm funny. So now, why did I skydive? Because I like pushing limits. Aside from me being a total adrenaline junkie and a daredevil, when I do crazy stuff like this, it propels me. It really motivates me to push the limits and push the boundaries and be better and move forward. Would I recommend skydiving? Hell yes. Would I do it again? I would do it again. But I would make sure I eat, and I would tell the instructor, please don't spin. And that is all for this segment, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Mahogany Jenkins is out. Thank you so much. And make sure you book your first skydiving session. And I'm saying,